Hello, everybody. I'm
first open. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". Here's Davis now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go again with Davis. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run with Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gold stars all the way around for that defensive front. Anytime an offense wants to run a draw, they're really trying to hit you in the center part of the field. Anytime you can clog that up and force it to bounce outside, it's a huge win for the defense.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete. but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Off play action. Hale. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Here we go. 190. Hut, 190.
From the gun, Hale. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last two drives. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vince Beagle coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Looking to throw on second down. Hale, and this is incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Operating from the gun. Hale. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be from 49 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Brad Wing now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The best time to call a draw when you think it's going to have the most success is usually after you've thrown the ball a bunch of times and had success that way, where they think that, oh, here comes another pass play. All they want to do is get to the quarterback, and then you pull him and hand it to a runner, and he slides by, usually for big yardage.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call, because that means you're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A gain of 3, second down. To throw on second down. Hale. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. 38.
From the gun. Hale. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They run a draw here on second down. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. it's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball.
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up. Oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
So still 7 yards to go here on third down. It's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. Hale. And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd and 2, Hale finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, Hale. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Hale, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hale. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Hale. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bears right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Chiefs, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. After the INT, offense comes out now. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. Third down from the 38. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. Bears with the ball midway through the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Anthony's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Quick pass is complete, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Soldier Field for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they've played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 64 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Brad Wing now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Hale, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly right at the line of scrimmage. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brad Wing now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down. Hale. And he rifles one incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Hale. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. The Bears on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hale. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a pickup of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And it's the Seahawks who have moved out in front in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, Hale. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down. Hale. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They run the counter now on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. From the gun, Hale. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, They try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
As a defensive coach, that play excites you because you watched your defense play their techniques and didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just run after the quarterback.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Hale throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Hale. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Hale. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And now here comes Kansas City.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They run a draw here on second down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds an open man, Simpson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2, 16-14 our score. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17th. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hale. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.